Have you ever reacted so fast that later you asked yourself, why did I do that? Maybe someone insulted you, maybe someone ignored your message, maybe someone looked at you the wrong way, and your whole mood changed. But here is a truth most people never learn. You don't react because of what they said, you react because you haven't learned how to stay in control. Today's story will teach you something powerful: how to never react again. Once, in a busy little town surrounded by golden fields, lived a man named Aryan. Aryan had one problem: he reacted instantly. If someone spoke loudly, he reacted. If someone disagreed with him, he reacted. If someone made a mistake, he reacted. At home, if his sister misplaced his keys, he snapped. At work, if his colleague corrected him, he felt attacked. Even strangers shouting on the street disturbed his peace. Aryan wasn't living life. Life was controlling him. One evening, after an argument that drained his energy, Aryan whispered to himself, "Why do I keep reacting? Why do small things control me?" But he had no answer. The meeting that changed him: weeks later, an old traveler named Siddharth came to town. People said he had a strange ability: he could make angry minds calm within minutes. Aryan didn't believe it, but one day, after reacting at a friend for a very small mistake, Aryan felt exhausted. He walked to the riverside where Siddharth was sitting, quietly watching the water. Aryan said, "Sir, I'm tired. I react to everything. I don't want to live like this." Siddharth smiled gently. "Sit, my friend. Let me show you something." Siddharth picked up a small cup of clear water. He added a single drop of red ink into it. The water immediately turned red. Then he looked at Aryan and said calmly, "This is you. One small drop of someone's words, and your entire mind becomes disturbed." Aryan stared at the cup silently. Siddharth continued, "You think people create your reaction, but people only bring the ink. You are the one who mixes it." Aryan asked, "So how do I stop mixing it?" The old man smiled, "By training your mind to pause." The power of the pause. The next morning, Siddharth gave Aryan a simple task. "Today, anyone who disturbs you before reacting, take one deep breath, just one." Aryan tried it. When his neighbor spoke rudely, he inhaled slowly. When his coworker blamed him unfairly, he paused before speaking. When a stranger shouted on the street, Aryan simply looked and remained calm. For the first time in his life, he felt in control. But change is always tested. One day, as Aryan walked through the market, a group of young men mocked him. "Look, the man who gets angry at everything is suddenly calm." They laughed, they pushed him, they waited for him to react. Aryan felt the old fire rising. His jaw tightened, his heartbeat grew louder. But then he remembered Siddharth's words, "If you react, you give them your power." He closed his eyes for 1 second, took one deep breath, and opened them with a smile. He said, "I'm learning how to stay in control. You should try it someday." His calmness shocked them. They didn't know how to react because he didn't react. Aryan walked away feeling light, strong, free. Later, Aryan told Siddharth, "People didn't control me. My reactions did." Siddharth nodded. "Exactly. You can't stop the world, but you can stop giving the world permission to disturb your mind." He added, "The strongest person is not the one who shouts the loudest. The strongest person is the one who stays calm when others expect him to explode." You cannot stop people from insulting you, ignoring you, misunderstanding you, provoking you, but you can stop your reaction. Every reaction is a choice. Every pause is power. Every moment of calm is strength. So the next time someone tries to shake your peace, take a breath and whisper, "I will not react," because the one who controls his reaction controls his life. If this story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe for more stories that inspire peace, discipline, and inner strength, because every story here helps you become a better version of yourself.